The deeper you dig, the harder it is to climb back out. The last time people tried to uncover what happened to Mark, they disappeared. Their posts were wiped, their accounts erased. But the internet never truly forgets. And now, new clues have surfaced. Clues that lead to something much bigger, much darker than anyone expected. And if what they found is real, then Mark was never just missing. He was taken. If you watched part 1, you know the story so far. A missing college student, a reactivated Reddit account, and cryptic messages that seemed to come from beyond the grave. People thought it was a hoax, until the ones investigating started vanishing too. Now, we continue the investigation, and what happens next changes everything. A group of Reddit users had uncovered a strange set of numbers embedded in Mark's old posts. After weeks of decoding, they determined it was a set of GPS coordinates. The location, an abandoned mining town in Pennsylvania. But when one of the users, Signal Lost 87, announced they were going to check it out, something eerie happened. Their account was deleted, all their posts gone, except for one last message, buried in an unrelated thread. There's something here. It's real. If I don't come back, don't let them erase me. And then, nothing. They never posted again. Despite the warning signs, a new user, Rust Echo, decided to take the investigation further. They archived every post, every comment, every detail they could find about Mark's disappearance and the strange messages that followed. What they found was disturbing. Mark had once been part of a private subreddit, one that no longer existed. It was called The Echo Chamber. No records, no archives, no snapshots on Wayback Machine. But Rust Echo found fragments of old discussions about it, buried in forgotten threads. The sub was dedicated to strange auditory phenomena, voices heard in radio static, whispers in white noise, distorted transmissions with no source. And then there was Mark's last known activity before he vanished. A post in a small, now-defunct community called r/signal interference. The title was chilling. I heard it again. It knows my name. The post itself was mostly incoherent, like he was panicked while typing. It's not just random noise, it's a pattern, a voice. I thought it was the numbers stations at first, but it's different. It's calling to me, it's watching. I'm not crazy, I have proof. That proof, if it ever existed, was lost. But people in the comments had asked him for more details. His last response was brief. I'll record it tonight. If I don't post again, someone needs to find me. That was his final post. And then, a horrifying discovery. Someone had recently commented on the post. The account had no history, no other activity, just one cryptic reply, left only days ago. He found it. Now it's found you. Rust Echo, now obsessed, decided to go further. They traced Mark's online footprint back to a series of deleted YouTube videos from an old, now-banned channel. A handful of users had archived snippets. Most were just distorted audio clips, static, strange hums, occasional whispers too faint to make out. But one video stood out. It was just a black screen with a low, droning hum. Then, at exactly 3 minutes and 33 seconds, a voice, distorted, hollow, like it was coming through an old radio. Do not answer. Do not acknowledge. Do not look for him. And then a single word. Run. The video cut to silence. That was enough for most people to back off. But Rust Echo wasn't most people. They tracked down the original uploader, an old Reddit user named Relay Point. Their account had been inactive for years, but they had left behind a final post in a forgotten tech forum. It simply read, I was wrong. It's not a signal. It's something else. And it knows I listened. Rust Echo tried reaching out. No response. But then the next day they received a message. It wasn't from Relay Point. It was from a brand new account with a meaningless string of numbers for a username. The message had no subject, no greeting, just a single line: "Stop digging." Rust Echo, unfazed, posted the message to r/unresolved mysteries. They called out the account, tagged admins, and asked the community what to do next. Within an hour, the post was gone. Not deleted by them, removed, and their account suspended. But before they lost access, they managed to send one final message to a friend, a single screenshot. The picture showed an email draft. It contained an address, a real-world location. The last words they typed before being locked out: "If anything happens to me, go here. Find him." That was 2 days ago, and Rust Echo hasn't been heard from since. In Part 3, we follow that final clue. And the truth? It's worse than anyone could have imagined. Subscribe if you want more stories.